But again, it's time for another update after a press conference. This time it's ahead of Wolves daily against Wolves. And I know I keep saying it, but it keeps being true. Arne was in a very good mood. He was joking along with some of the other journalists, even batting away some of the more difficult questions with a smile. And I know that it's easy to say when the Liverpool keep winning, but long may that continue. As someone who's sitting in the room, it definitely makes the atmosphere a lot more easy to deal with. He may also have been pleased because he's got his number one goalkeeper back. The news is that Alisson Becker, aside from a last final check in training today, should be fit to start the game against Wolves, although Slot was very keen to pay tribute to the work of Kelleher in his absence. I'm sure that if he's needed again, he will definitely come in and deliver. Slot was asked about the goal scorers and the fact that the forwards all seem to be in the goals. And once again, Slot was keen to share the credit. He said a lot of it went down to the fact that the chances are being created for them by their teammates, and then the players themselves have got great quality to be able to finish off the chances. He was also asked about the versatility within the team and the ability to keep everybody happy, and the fact that there's a lot of team players in the squad. He put part of that down to the recruitment. I think also part of that down to the previous coaching regime. But the fact remains is that everybody's willing to do what it takes for the team. And sometimes that involves being on the bench, even if you're not necessarily happy about it, and coming off the bench and making a real difference. He was asked some more difficult questions. One about the contract situations around Trent, Salah, and Van Dijk, which obviously he didn't fully answer. He basically said he's happy to have them now, and whatever will be, which is pretty much exactly what I expected him to say. He was also asked about defence and about the fact that there's been a few more chances created by the opposition in recent games. Now, Slot says that that's a collective effort to put that right, but also we have to acknowledge the fact that other teams are good and they have the ability to make chances as well, which, to be fair, is also very true. Sometimes Liverpool fans, we can forget that fact. I did ask him a question, and once again, I got a very good and detailed answer. Here it is. Arne, one of the hallmarks of Wolves' season so far is they've been starting very quickly in games. So I think they've been ahead at half-time in both of their last two games, even though they went on to lose those. And the same happened when Liverpool went there last season. And then if you look at Liverpool's last few games, you obviously have the goal away in Milan, but there was a couple of early moments against Bournemouth and against West Ham where maybe concentration wasn't at its highest. What do you put that down to? And is this something you've stressed ahead of this challenge against Wolves?
If you look at us, our games, I think it's always in a game, the first 15 to 20 minutes, both teams have a lot of energy and they're all very hard and try to get maximum energy in the start. And then after 10, 15, 20 minutes, the game mostly settles down. And then the team that, in my opinion, plays the best football gets the ball a lot and starts to play. But the first 15 to 20 are always two teams that are doing this. When it comes to Wolves, I'm not surprised that they go up because they play really good football, and I think they've been really unlucky not getting the results they might have deserved. And even last season, because that game where Liverpool won, they were also 1-0 up, and I think it took to the 85th minute where Robbo scored a goal, which he doesn't do a lot. But so that was also a tough game for us. So I think the players who played that game, and almost all of them are still in the team, know how tough it is to play over there. So we need to be ready from in the start, but that you need to be in every game because, like I said in the beginning, it's always two teams full of energy trying to come out in the best possible way.
Now, Slot didn't specifically say that concentration early in games is something that he will stress, but I would not be surprised if it was something that gets mentioned either today in meetings or on the training pitch. But as I said in the press conference, or as he said, shall I say, in the press conference, there are plenty of players in that squad who remember exactly what happened when we went to Mali last season. We started slowly, unable to drag it back. I'm sure Robbo's been telling everybody about the goal he scored there last season. So hopefully they'll be on the ball from an early point in the game. They won't need to wait till the 80th minute to take the lead. But all things seem positive here in the world of Liverpool Football Club, ahead of another busy week in which we've got the game of the weekend against Wolves, and then the Champions League returns, first home game against Bologna in Wednesday.